our Police Academy graduation ceremony. At this time, I'd ask everyone to draw your attention to the Garden Vision screens for a video presentation.
We've made a promise to listen to our cops, our community, and our city. The NYPD needed to change, and now it has, for the better. Our new plan of action includes trust, tackling crime, training, technology, and taking on terror. We've changed the way our cops work with the community by giving them the resources to forge real, lasting connections with the people they serve. Neighborhood policing connects our cops with the community so they can work together to tackle crime and improve the quality of life in New York City. We've instituted new recurring training that emphasizes de-escalation and communication. And our field training program anchors Police Academy graduates in the basics of neighborhood policing and on-the-street police work. We've given a smartphone to every cop and put a tablet in every car, creating access to data in the field where it's needed most. We've instituted a dedicated operational counterterrorism unit that deploys highly trained, properly equipped critical response command teams around the city. The state of policing in New York City is strong and getting stronger every day. The people we serve demand it, and the men and women of the NYPD are listening. It's what we do. Now let's all work together to build one city, safe and fair, everywhere for everyone.
For nearly 2 centuries, we have trained to be strong and honest, to defend the defenseless, aid the injured, protect liberty, to hold together the fabric of our city. Heroes, always heroes. We are the NYPD.
Graduating class, forward, march!
Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. I want to be a part of it. New York, New York. These vagabond shoes are longing to stray right through the very heart of it. New York, New York. I want to wake up in a city that doesn't sleep and find I'm king of the hill, top of the heap. These little town blues are melting away. I'll make a brand new start of it in old New York. If I can make it there, I'll make it anywhere. It's up to you, New York, New York. Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. I want to be a part of it. New York, New York. These vagabond shoes are longing to stray right through the very heart of it. New York, New York. I want to wake up in a city that doesn't sleep and find I'm king of the hill, top of the heap. These little town blues are melting away. I'll make a brand new start of it in old New York. If I can make it there, I'll make it anywhere. It's up to you, New York, New York. New York, New York. I want to wake up in a city that never sleeps and find I'm a number one, top of the list, king of the hill, a number one. These little town blues are melting away. I'm gonna make a brand new start of it in old New York. And if I can make it there, I'm gonna make it anywhere. It's up to you, New York, New York, New York.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the presentation of our nation's colors and the singing of our national anthem by Police Officer Heather Austin.
Attend hut. Present all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Order all.
Thank you, Officer Austin. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for an invocation by NYPD Chief Chaplain, Rabbi Dr. Alvin Cass.
Parade rest.
Almighty and eternal God, thou who controllest the destiny of all people and in whose hands lies the fate of all nations, we invoke thy blessing upon these graduation exercises, even as we implore thy favor upon the outstanding young men and women gathered here today who have completed the program of training to become police officers and are about to receive formal recognition of that fact. Endow them with understanding that they might act wisely and prudently in the fulfillment of their duties and responsibilities. Cause them to place their trust and reliance upon thee, that they might better cope with the problems and situations that will confront them. Direct the hearts and minds of these young officers towards upholding and maintaining thy will upon earth. And may they ever strive to win the respect and esteem of their fellow New Yorkers by laboring for the relief of the needy and the comfort of the weak. Finally, dear God, we beseech thee to grant to Mayor de Blasio, Police Commissioner Shea, and all the men and women of the New York City Police Department continuing success in their unceasing efforts to make New York a place where people of every race, religion, color, and creed can pursue their individual destinies untrammeled, unafraid, and in obedience to thy will. Amen.
Attend hut.
Thank you, Rabbi Cass. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated.
Take seats.
Now my pleasure to introduce the members seated on our dais. Please hold your applause until all have been introduced. Beginning on my far right, in the first row, is Chief of Training Kenneth Corey, Chief of Crime Control Strategies Michael Petri, Chief of Special Operations Harry Whedon, Chief of Labor Relations Edward Delatorre, Chief of Patrol Juanita Holmes, Chief of Department, Rodney Harrison. The Police Commissioner of the City of New York, the Honorable Dermot Shea. The Mayor of the City of New York, the Honorable Bill de Blasio. First Deputy Commissioner, Ben Tucker. Deputy Commissioner Communications, Bill Andrews. Deputy Commissioner Internal Affairs, Joseph Resnick. Deputy Commissioner Community Partnership, Chauncey Parker. Assistant Commissioner Employee Relations, Maria Taro. Deputy Commissioner of Information Technology, Matt Frazier. Deputy Commissioner Management and Budget, Christine Ryan. Deputy Commissioner Department Advocate, Amy Litwin. And our second row, Commanding Officer, Firearms and Tactics, Inspector Marlon Laren. The Executive Officer, Police Academy, Inspector Gregory Sheehan. Commanding Officer, Police Academy, Deputy Chief Fred Grover. Chief of Interagency Operations, Teresa Tobin. Chief of Transportation, Kim Royster. Chief of Community Affairs, Jeffrey Madry. And Chief of Personnel, Martin Morales. Police Department Chief Chaplain, Rabbi Dr. Alvin Cass. Police Department Assistant Chief Chaplain, Reverend Monsignor Robert J. Romano. President of the PBA, Pat Lynch. And the President of the New York City Police Foundation, Susan Birnbaum. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our dais, and we thank them for being here. It is now my pleasure to introduce the Chief of Personnel, Martin Morales, for the administration of the oath.
Graduating class, attend hut.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me.
Ready, move.
I do hereby pledge and declare that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New York, and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the position of police officer in the New York City Police Department according to the best of my ability. So help me God. Congratulations.
Ready, front. Take seats.
And thank you, Chief Morales. It is now my pleasure to introduce the Mayor of the City of New York, the Honorable Bill de Blasio.
Good morning, everybody. Officers, you did it. You did it. Years and years you dreamed of this day. And you worked hard. And your families were there with you every step of the way. And this is the culminating moment for all that incredible effort and commitment. And there are so many people who went down this path, but there are only you who made it in the end, the best of the best to serve this city. Now, no one stands alone. So to all the family members, all the loved ones, you were there every step of the way. You gave the love and the support and the encouragement, in some cases starting with kids' dreams when they were young that they would one day be an NYPD officer. All the family members, this is your day of triumph too. Look around you, family members, friends, loved ones, look around you. Give each other a round of applause because this is your day too. Now, we are here today, we're back together in the greatest arena in the world, celebrating the greatest police force in the world. And it is so powerful when we renew this police force with new, talented, incredible people who join the NYPD. This is a powerful moment as the city comes back. Your presence as new officers of the NYPD epitomizes the resiliency and strength of this city. The city came through. We literally went through hell. We went through the greatest crisis in our history with this pandemic. And I want to thank everyone up on this stage. It's a moment to appreciate all the leadership of the NYPD who stayed strong, stayed firm, no matter what was thrown at them, and saw this city through. Thank you to all of you for the incredible work you did. But now we bring the city back. Now it's about recovery. A recovery in every corner of this city, a recovery for all of us. And yesterday, Commissioner Shea and I talked about the young people of this city who we need to, every single day, move towards the right path. We need to encourage, we need to help. And the Commissioner's vision, I want to give Commissioner Shea credit for this. For the last few years, he has been saying the way forward is to put kids first. Yesterday, we announced the NYPD Kids First vision, where NYPD officers will engage young people in every neighborhood and be what they need, the role models, the mentors, the guides. The best way to stop threats to public safety is before they even begin by helping young people on the right path. And we were up in the Bronx yesterday, inaugurating a new basketball court and a public housing development, and to see kids playing with NYPD officers, looking up to them, appreciating the leadership and the mentorship, that was a sign of things to come. We know we can move this city in a better direction, come out of this pandemic and go somewhere better, and you are going to be the leading edge. You are going to be the beginning of something extraordinary. To all of you, you're making this city a better place by the choice you made. And I want to emphasize, it was a choice, it was not an easy choice to decide to go through 6 months of incredibly rigorous, tough training and everything that led up to it and all the years ahead. It wasn't the easy choice, but it was the right choice. I want to thank you for making that choice. As of today, this city has 486 new guardians, and we need you, and we honor you, and we thank you for making that choice. Now, really important that we give special honor. Amongst this class, there are amazing stories, 486 great stories, but I want to give special honor to those who are putting on a uniform for the second time, the 35 members of this class who served in the United States military. Let's thank them for all they've done for our country. Looking out on this class, you look at everything that makes New York City great. You look at every part of the world represented here to make us stronger and better. 36 countries of origin represented, 31 languages spoken, and that's going to come in handy on the streets of New York City. People joining for all sorts of reasons, but what unites everyone is a commitment to making New York City a better place. Some are joining because they felt a calling, a personal calling, like today's valedictorian, Officer Dule On, who was also a former first lieutenant in the United States Army. Congratulations, and we thank you for making that decision. Some of you are following a family tradition, and that's a beautiful, powerful thing. One of the things that's made the NYPD great, some of you are starting a new family tradition, and others will follow in your footsteps in your family. Our job, all of us up here, is to make sure that the work you do is successful, to make sure you have the best training, the best technology, to make sure that all the things are there to help you make this the safest city in this country, and that's what we will be because of you. We will make sure together to bring this city back. So on behalf of 8.5 million New Yorkers, I want to thank you. The comeback of New York City has already begun. But now with you here, the comeback will get even better, even faster, and it will be the greatest comeback in the history of New York City. Thank you, and God bless you all.
Thank you, Mayor de Blasio. It's now my pleasure to introduce the Police Commissioner of the City of New York, the Honorable Dermot Shea.
Well, good morning, everyone. Smile. I see a lot of serious faces out there. How's it feel? Smile? Good? Everyone happy? Well, welcome. On behalf of the leadership team assembled here on this stage, Mayor de Blasio, thank you, and the entire New York City Police Department. Everyone, welcome to our recruit graduation. And to all of our newest police officers that I am thrilled to be looking out upon, welcome to the NYPD. Today you begin what I know is the greatest job in the world. Today is one of those, I would say, unforgettable moments when you look back on this, and believe me, enjoy, because it's going to go quick. It may not seem that way right now, but 10, 20, 30 years from now, you're going to look back on your life, and there was today everything before and everything after. Truly a special time, because now you are. Once you raised that right hand and Chief Morales came up here, you are now New York City police officers, and you've earned it. So I speak often about the world we live in right now. 24-hour news, you can't avoid it. Everything is bombarding us all the time. You have your cell phones in your pocket. Some of you hopefully all turned them off, and they're going to buzz, and people are texting you. I would just ask you for a half hour or so right now, just relax. Separate yourself from that never-ending noise. Slow down. Enjoy this day. You have put in the time. You have put in the effort. So enjoy every minute. 6 months ago, and I'll say here, talking to you now, 6 short months ago, I guarantee there's 486 people in front of me that say, well, it wasn't that short. It actually seemed like a long time. But you walked into that police academy in College Point, Queens. You put the work in studying. You learned a lot about yourselves and each other. You put the physical work in. As I stand here looking at you right now, I promise you something. You're just getting started. You are just getting started. It's going to be the beginning of a great story. And as excited as we are to see you, and believe me, we are all thrilled to see you. I can tell you something even more important. There's over 8 million people that are even more excited to see you. And they're waiting for you to hit the streets. There's also more people from around the world as the tourism comes back, as workers come back to the city, as we emerge from the pandemic that the mayor referenced. People are coming back to visit everything that this great city has to offer. They are going to be thrilled to see you, and they know that you're going to be out there protecting them. How do I know? Because literally around the city, in every neighborhood, every day, as we are all out there, they tell us exactly that, how much they appreciate you. You may not always hear it. Zone out that news media at times. I love the news media, but don't always go with the headlines. Listen to what people are saying, and people love you, they appreciate you, they know how much they need you. People in service. And this is my chance, so now you have to listen to me. So I have captors here. You can't go anywhere. That's what this job is all about. It's about people, and it's about serving the great people of this city. And just think about that. You are now their guardians. It's a tremendous honor that is bestowed upon each and every one of you. You are the protectors of people across this great city. And that protection comes in many different ways. Whether it's protecting a crime victim, maybe it's a domestic violence victim, God forbid. Maybe it's reassuring a frantic parent. And trust me, I know from firsthand experience, and I know many of you do, and certainly people in the audience here today. Parents, when you turn around for a second and your child is gone, no worse feeling in the world. Well, you are the people that is going to say to that parent, it's okay, relax, we found your child, everything's okay. Everything's all right. Turn on the news, turn on the TV, you're going to see 8 million TV shows that they write about police work, particularly about the NYPD. I've lost track of how many shows there are. And it always focuses, generally speaking, on cops and robbers. But cops and robbers, that's never going to go away. But policing is about so much more than that. Policing is really about, and pay attention now, it's the everyday interactions that you have with people. Those are the ones that you're really going to be remembered for. The person who calls 911 maybe once in 10 years. Hopefully nobody ever has to call 911. But when that person calls 911, for the rest of their life, they're going to remember that day. You and your partner are going to be the ones that responded to that call. Thank you for what you're doing to help that person, but how do you want to be remembered when you answered that call that day? Maybe it's a minor fender bender. Maybe nobody's even hurt. 2 cars just, everyone knows New York City traffic, right? 2 cars, a cab, a bike. Lord help us, right? It's getting crazier and crazier. Minor accident. You're going to be the one that responds to that call. How do you want to be remembered that day? And over we can say these types of scenarios. Maybe it's going to be, as the mayor said, with kids, kind words to just a kid walking to school, or a kid that's getting bullied on his way home from school. You're going to be the person potentially that can mentor that kid that maybe has nobody else to mentor him. Never underestimate the impact that you are going to have in the next 20, 30 years on people that you interact with each and every day. Maybe it's going to be you're coming home from work and you step in to intercede when 2 people are fighting on the train, or a woman getting off the train at night walking home, and you're going to be standing there proudly in your uniform. It's only 3 blocks, but it's late at night and there's been a couple robberies in this neighborhood. And then she's going to see you, and she's going to exhale. I'm okay. I'm going to get home to my children that night. Think of all the people that come here from around the world. Maybe you. Maybe some of the people in this audience for the American dream. The American dream doesn't happen without you. You are the rock that provides the foundation in this great city. So I could go on and on. I could talk about, I laugh at this one, and I used this joke before. It's not really that funny, but I'll try it again. Maybe it'll go over better this time. You know, you're going to walk out of this great arena today, and no one is going to care that you just graduated. You immediately have every answer in the world. So guaranteed somebody here is going to walk out of this arena today, and they're going to say, where's the Empire State Building? And it's going to be a tourist. Be patient with them. Just tell them. A couple blocks down, go east, big building on the corner of 34th Street and 5th Avenue. You can't miss it. Patience. Some of you may even get the exact question, as I said, when you leave today. When you're out on patrol, maybe it's going to be a person in crisis that you're going to talk off a ledge. You're going to do amazing things. Somebody here is going to deliver a baby, and it's not going to be your baby. Think about the impact you're going to have. How you handle yourself, I'll stop. But in every one of these interactions is how you're going to be remembered and what makes this job so memorable. There's going to be many, many great days where your pride in this department is going to overwhelm you. It's a drug. Enjoy it. Relish it. You're going to be lifted up. But reality, there's going to be some bad days too. Days when the pain and the grief may temporarily push you down. In spite of that, you are going to get up. You're going to bring each other up. You'll get back up because our work is never done. And that's how we honor our fallen heroes, those who we've lost, those who have come before you. We honor their devotion to service and their sacrifice. And I want you to never forget, as you look down at that patch that is on your shoulder, at that shield that's on your chest, that's the same patch that those heroes that have come before you have worn. You carry on their legacies. It's a huge responsibility. I know it is, but you won't be doing any of this alone. You now have, think about this, 35,000 men and women working alongside you. These veteran cops that are all throughout New York City, listen to them. Your field training officers, listen to them. Take their advice. I guarantee 99.9% of what you hear is going to be right on point. Disregard the 0.1%. Don't worry, nobody's perfect. Listen to the people you serve. They're going to help and guide you as well. Absorb it all. I'm pretty sure that they have been through some variation of what you're about to face, so learn from it. And they're going to be the first to tell you how lucky we all are, and that the work that we are doing now has never, certainly not in my career, never been more meaningful and more important than it is right now. We have a very simple job in many ways. It doesn't always seem that way. It's about service and people, as I mentioned before. And what is our mission? Well, the mission is pretty simple. Fight crime and keep people safe. Be the guardian. Talk about policing. Are you the warrior or the guardian? Well, you're going to be both at times, but never forget the guardian piece. Be the servant of the people. That is our police department's legacy, and now after you've raised your right hand, it's your legacy too. It's your job to keep building on everything that has come before you by the thousands and thousands and thousands of people that have come before you and worn that same uniform. You continue the legacy, you build on their accomplishments. We talked about the good, we talked about the bad. Should we get this out of the way right now? Sorry, everyone in the stands, July 4th, the picnic, right? New Year's Eve. As we talk about the tougher times of policing, let us just say to the audience here, and it's the perfect time to just give everyone in the audience a round of applause. You are now part of our police family. And today, everyone on this stage, we are honored to welcome you into our family. Finally, I want to thank everyone that's behind me as well. Everyone from the Police Academy for your work over the last 6 months in getting our recruits ready. We rely on you to turn these men and women into cops, and you did a phenomenal job. In closing, to our newest police officers, welcome to the most noble profession in the world. Never forget who you are, why you came onto this job. The city, this great city of ours, is built on the foundation that you provide, and now it's even stronger. I know you're going to accomplish great things over your career, and today it starts. God bless you, God bless your families, and God bless the NYPD.
And thank you, Commissioner Shea. At each graduation of recruits from the Police Academy, awards are presented to the outstanding members of the graduating class. Awards are in the form of an engraved plaque for various categories. At this time, I'd ask the Mayor and the Police Commissioner to present the following awards. Our first award is the Mayor's Award. This award is given to the student officer who has attained the highest overall average, scoring an overall average of 99.17%. Mayor de Blasio will present this award to Police Officer Dulé An. The Police Commissioner's Award is presented to the student officer who attained the second highest overall average, scoring an average of 98.17%. Commissioner Shea will present this award to Police Officer Liam Conroy. The first Deputy Commissioner's Award is for the student officer who has scored the highest academic average of 98.33%. First Deputy Commissioner Ben Tucker will present this award to Police Officer Jordan Brandwine. The Chief of Department's Award is given to the male and female recruit who have achieved the highest physical fitness runoff score. The Chief of Department, Rodney Harrison, will present this award to Police Officer Liam Maloney and Police Officer Jonathan Scudamore. The Chief of Training Award is given to the student officer who has scored the highest firearms proficiency, average of 100%. The Chief of Training, Kenneth Corey, will present this award to Police Officer Anthony Gallo. The Police Benevolent Association Award is presented to the student officer who served as the outstanding company sergeant for this graduating class. The president of the Police Benevolent Association, Patrick Lynch, will present this award to Police Officer Denise Daniel. The New York City Police Foundation Award is given to the student officer for exceptional community service. The president and CEO of the Police Foundation, Susan Birnbaum, will present this award to Police Officer John Wind. Thank you, Mayor de Blasio and Commissioner Shea. At this time, I am proud to introduce the officer who received the Mayor's Award, our class valedictorian, Police Officer Dule An.
Good morning. What a great day it is. Good morning, Mayor de Blasio, Commissioner Shea, distinguished guests of the dais, family, friends, and the graduating class of June 2021. On behalf of my fellow graduates, I would like to thank the Chief of Training, Chief Corey, Commanding Officer of the Police Academy, Chief Grover, Executive Officers of the Police Academy, Inspector Sheehan and Inspector de Blasio, Commanding Officer of the Firearms and Tactics Section, Inspector Laren, and Platoon Commanders, Lieutenant Tilwitz and Lieutenant Carabello. Congratulations to our new officers of June, Class 2021. For some, your journey has been longer than 6 months, but you have displayed exceptional perseverance and fortitude. And now, we all sit in this arena together. Unfortunately, not to celebrate a New York Knicks championship. Congratulations to our family and friends for graduating the unforeseen academy of our extra sass and stress. We couldn't have done it without your support. Some of you guys had gym brought back to your homes, forced to be run buddies out of your own will. But because of everyone's efforts, we are all able to witness this event today. I'm honored to speak before you today. I know you guys are tired of speeches, so I will do my best to keep this motivating. So if it's worth anything, my speech is worth 100 college credits. So if you can pass your ID cards up front, I'll scan you guys into tactics. All right? For family and friends, you guys can pass your ID cards, driver's license clockwise, and we'll get you credit too. But the one thing that excites me most is the absolute opportunity to say to you all one last time, lock it up. It's hard to do both. Throughout my career, I have been blessed with exceptional leaders that have inspired me to who I am today. I wish to leave knowing that I was able to somehow inspire you all in any way the past 6 months. I'd like to thank Company 68 for allowing me to be their company sergeant. I stand here as a rep that reflects our successes as a company. It wasn't the combined efforts of our squad leaders, Officer Pierre, Officer Nieves, Officer Qureshi, and Officer Cherry. The admin, Officer Sweet Kenny, and everybody knows him as either Speedway, Jersey Bob, but he's definitely not high speed. But I like to remember him as my first partner, the Assistant Sergeant, Officer Lassaway. I also like to thank our instructors, Detective Pennington, congratulations on your retirement, Officer Campaverde, Sergeant Nicholas, and our OCI, Big Daddy, Officer Steiner. The transition from being a firearms instructor at the range to the academy was not easy, but he has done an exceptional job in teaching us and guiding me to be in this position today. I'd like to talk about 3 points that have brought me great success in my career that I hope will transition to yours. 1, your job will be filled with stress. Find time to laugh and hunt the good stuff. Everybody knows that the job of a police officer is not easy. We experience the worst of the worst, and mentally, it isn't healthy if we don't find a way to cope with your stress. Stress will reflect on your job performance, your relationships, your character. In the midst of it all, we have to be able to find and cherish the good stuff in life. Smile. Laugh. Like the speech, though it might have some terrible humor, not every moment has to be serious. 2, always have a learning mindset because you are constantly seeking ways to better yourselves. I have learned many things in the academy, ranging from how to detain someone using a baton to knowing that Mr. Rab steals cars. Right? That's an acronym for the seven major felony offenses. But my absolute favorite lesson has to be how to count to 10 using sign language. Thank you, Officer Kelly, for teaching me this. He was a Division III model back in college, and he's quite possibly the best driver here today. I'm constantly striving to learn new things and better myself. If you have that mindset, people will be drawn to you as you are leading by example to be followed. In order for me to accomplish this, I read. I listen to what others have to say. I take that tactical pause to evaluate my surroundings before taking action. Readers are leaders, and leaders are readers. Keep up with the latest patrol guides. Read your command boards. Read in entirety emails and text messages your supervisor sends you before you start asking them questions, because I guarantee the questions have already been answered. I'm sure my fellow company sergeants will agree with me on this one. 3, learn what it means to be a leader. You are a leader in the eyes of the citizens. Everybody will look to you, and it is our duty to keep them safe. As leaders, my greatest advice to you is, don't make anybody do something that you yourself are not willing to do. A good leader will put the welfare and success of the unit first before their own. Stay quiet, be humble, follow orders, respond with, yes sir, no sir, yes ma'am, no ma'am. The supervisors have a goal for the bigger picture that we do not know of, yet we always complain. It's probably the thing we do best. Come up with a solution to the problem if you want to complain. We are problem solvers. Organize your own room before you criticize the world. You've heard it time and time again. Continue working on your physical fitness. We always hear running in conjunction with chasing after the bad guy. Officer Alyssa Vogel responded to a shooting in Times Square, where she picked up a 4-year-old child and ran to take her to the nearest ambulance. We don't always run to catch the bad guys, but we also run to save lives. I don't expect us all to be marathon runners, but we strive to improve every day. Compare yourself to who you were yesterday, not to who someone else is today. Today is a memorable day as this reflects everyone's hard work. None other has worked harder than Officer Gillen, who has proven she is capable, resilient, and deserving of such accomplishments. We have been blessed to swear into the greatest police department in the world, and I am proud to be graduating here with you all today. But now we say good luck as we journey into our new assignments. I wish you the best, and I wish for you to stay safe out there, because at the end of the day, we want to come back home to our family and friends. I'm sure Officer Anastasio Tsakos, Officer Thomas Marion, and many more would have said the same. Thank you, and congratulations to the graduating class of June 2021.
Thank you, Officer Ahn. Now, to perform a musical selection, it is my distinct pleasure to introduce the finest pipe band in the world, the Pipes and Drums of the NYPD Emerald Society. As a tribute to those graduating officers who have served in our nation's armed forces, the Emerald Society Pipes and Drums will now perform a selection of military anthems. Members of the graduating class will stand to be recognized when the anthem of their branch of service is performed. Once again, the NYPD Emerald Society Pipes and Drums.
United States Army. United States Air Force. United States Coast Guard. United States Navy. United States Marine Corps.
Once again, thank you to the Emerald Society Pipes and Drums. And I now take this opportunity to present the student officers who were signed as company sergeants for the class of June 2021. These officers assumed additional responsibilities beyond just their academic and physical training and acted as liaisons between the staff and the students. Will the company sergeants please rise and be acknowledged?
Company sergeants, attend hut! Take seats.
Members of our audience may be curious about those officers wearing gold citation cords. They are being recognized for achieving overall scores that place them at the top 10% academic average of this class. This is a superior achievement, especially when you consider our curriculum is accredited for 33 college credits. Will those officers please rise and be recognized?
Gold citation cords, attend hut! Take seats.
We would personally like to thank the official company instructors and all the instructional staff at the Academy. We commend them for an exceptional job and now ask that they rise and be recognized for their hard work in preparing this graduating class.
Academy staff, attend hut! Take seats.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Police Academy graduating class of 2021 would like to thank all of you for the support that you have given them to make this day possible.
Graduating class, attend hut! Left and right, face! Present arms! Order, arms! Left and right, face!
At this time, I'll ask everyone to please rise for a benediction by Police Department Assistant Chief Chaplain, the Reverend Monsignor Robert J. Romano.
Attend hut! Parade, rest!
Let us pray. Heavenly Father, we give you thanks for this day. 6 months ago, our graduates entered the Academy to learn, and today they are about to leave to serve the people of our great city. They are our newest heroes. It has been a long road, but today they have realized their goal to be police officers. Today they become a part of the history of the NYPD. Lord, be with them in their future endeavors. Watch over them and keep them safe from all harm. Bless them with wisdom and right judgment to be fair and just in their duties and interactions with the people they have sworn to serve. Let the oath that they have made and the excitement and zeal that they have on this graduation day follow them throughout their careers in our department. Bless our graduates' families, their wives and husbands, fathers and mothers, and their children for the many sacrifices they have made and will continue to make for their careers. Bless their instructors for the sharing of their wisdom and expertise. We thank them for a job well done. Finally, Lord, we ask you to bless and protect Mayor de Blasio, Commissioner Shea, and all the members of the New York City Police Department, uniformed and civilian, for the continual work that they accomplish to make our city a safer place for all of us to live and work in. May God bless our graduates. May God bless the NYPD. And as we prepare to celebrate the 245th anniversary of our country, may God bless the United States of America. Amen.
Attend hut!
Thank you, Monsignor Romano. This class has chosen to recognize their place in the history of the NYPD. Their class motto states, "We rise through lifting others."
Graduating class, attend hut!
Ladies and gentlemen, before we conclude, I'd like to invite everyone here to join us in singing God Bless America, which will be led by Police Officer Heather Austin.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairies to the oceans white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home.
Thank you, Officer Austin. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes this morning's ceremony. On behalf of the Mayor and the Police Commissioner, I would like to thank you all for attending. We will ask that all attendees please wait in their seats till all the graduates have left the arena. Please enjoy the rest of your day, enjoy your weekend, and have a safe trip home. Thank you.
Graduating class, left and right, face! Forward, march!